All right, China. This place it's just massive. You hear about it, you see the pictures, but until you start trying to plan a trip, you don't get it. It's like trying to visit all of Europe in a week. Impossible. From the misty, ancient mountains that inspired Avatar to neon cities that pierce the clouds, China is absolutely massive and incredibly overwhelming to plan for. It's a country that feels like 10 countries smashed together, each with its own food, its own vibe, its own story stretching back thousands of years. It's a beautiful problem to have, but it's still a problem. If you're planning your first trip, where do you even start? That's the question, right? You could spend months researching and still feel like you've barely scratched the surface. So I did the work. We've sifted through thousands of years of history and incredible landscapes to bring you the 5 absolute must-see destinations that combine culture, history, modern life, and stunning nature. This isn't just another top 5 list you scroll past. This is the blueprint. This is your game plan. This is the video I wish I had when I was staring at a map, totally lost. This isn't just a list. It's your first step toward an unforgettable adventure. We're not just looking at places. We're talking about experiences, the moments that stick with you long after you're back home. All right, kicking things off at number 5. We're landing in Chengdu. Now, a lot of guides will tell you to start in Beijing or Shanghai, the big, loud, obvious choices. But I think that's a mistake. You need to ease into China. Chengdu is the perfect place to do that. It has this reputation for being China's most livable city. You feel it immediately. The pace is just slower. People aren't rushing everywhere. There's a laid-back vibe, the perfect antidote to jet lag and culture shock. It's your soft landing. The main event, the reason everyone comes here, is the pandas. Don't roll in at noon with the tour buses. Get to the Chengdu research base right when it opens. Dawn patrol. That's when they're most active. Younger pandas, cub antics, tumbling around, wrestling, falling out of trees. It just makes you smile, like a nature documentary, but real. Chengdu is so much more than pandas. The real soul of the city is in its tea houses. This is where life happens. Find a place like the one in People's Park. Grab a seat and watch. Old friends catching up. People playing mahjong. Business deals being made. Endless cups of jasmine tea. It forces you to slow down, to be present. Chengdu tells you to sit, sip, and just be. And then there's the food. Chengdu is a UNESCO City of Gastronomy, the heart of Sichuan cuisine. You have to try a real Sichuan hot pot. Be brave. This is the real deal. Signature mala flavor. Ma, the numbing Sichuan peppercorns. La, the fiery chilies. It tingles your whole mouth. Okay, from the laid-back city vibes of Chengdu, we're jumping into a landscape that feels like it was ripped straight out of a fantasy movie. Number 4 is Guilin and Yangshuo. And I mean it, this place doesn't look real. You know those traditional Chinese scroll paintings with the pointy mountains rising out of the mist? This is that place. It's so surreal. The scenery here is literally printed on the 20 yuan banknote. The classic way to do this is by taking a cruise down the Li River from Guilin to Yangshuo. This isn't some rushed ferry. It's a slow, meandering journey that takes a few hours. And you want it to be slow. Every time the boat rounds a bend, a new, more impossible view unfolds. These sheer green-covered karst peaks just erupt from the flat ground. You're constantly grabbing your camera, thinking this is the shot, and then 5 minutes later, an even better one appears. It's a sensory overload of natural beauty. You'll see water buffalo cooling off by the riverbanks, fishermen on narrow bamboo rafts. It feels like a window into a simpler, more timeless way of life. The landscape is the main character here. It's humbling. It makes you feel small in the best way possible. You just sit on the deck of the boat, the wind in your face, and you try to process the scale and the sheer strangeness of it all. It's a moving meditation. The city noise from your last stop just melts away completely. Once you arrive in Yangshuo, the real adventure begins. Guilin is the gateway, but Yangshuo is the heart. It's a smaller, more charming town nestled right among the peaks. My advice? Get a bike. Renting a bicycle and just getting lost in the countryside is the absolute best thing you can do here. The paths are flat, winding through vibrant green rice paddies and tiny ancient villages. You're not looking at the landscape from a distance anymore. You're in it. You can bike for hours, with these giant karst towers looming over you like silent guardians. You'll pass farmers working in the fields, kids waving as you go by. And now for something completely different. We're leaving the ancient landscapes behind and rocketing into the future. Number 3. Shanghai. This city is a statement. It's China saying, look at us. Look at what we can build. A vertical metropolis of glass, steel, built and reinvented in real time. If Chengdu is the slow exhale, Shanghai is the sharp inhale. You feel the electricity the moment you arrive. The best place to understand this city is on the Bund. The Bund is more than a waterfront promenade. It's a timeline written in architecture. One side, grand colonial-era buildings, old banks, trading houses from the 1920s and 30s. They speak of Shanghai's past. Turn around, Pudong, the future. A sci-fi skyline dominated by the Pearl Tower, Shanghai Tower, World Financial Center. You have to see it up close. Shanghai Tower, one of the tallest. Ride the elevator, one of the fastest. From the observation deck, the city spreads below like a circuit board. You see the river, the sprawl, the scale, old and new packed tightly together. But Shanghai isn't just skyscrapers. The real charm is on the ground. Spend a day wandering the former French concession. The megacity disappears. Tree-lined streets and European-style villas, hidden courtyards, trendy boutiques and coffee shops. It's chic, historic, a place to get lost. Modern Shanghai life. Not just finance and tech, but art, fashion, culture. Explore Longtangs, Shikumen houses, now art galleries, studios, speakeasy bars. And the food, you can find anything. Try Xiao Long Bao, soup dumplings. Watch them being made. Bite a little hole. Slurp the soup, eat the dumpling. A delicious ritual. From the hyper-modern streets of Shanghai, we're taking a huge leap back in time, deep into the heart of Chinese history. Our number 2 spot is Xi'an. This isn't just another city, the cradle of Chinese civilization, the starting point of the Silk Road, the capital for 13 dynasties. Walk the streets of Xi'an, layers and layers of history. You can feel the weight of it, a completely different energy, the undisputed heavyweight champion reason to come, the Terracotta Army. No picture or video can prepare you. Walking into Pit 1, breathtaking reveal, sheer scale, thousands of life-sized soldiers, slow pan across unique faces. They guard their emperor in the afterlife, over 2,200 years old, one of the greatest archaeological discoveries. You find yourself just staring, trying to comprehend the logistics, the artistry, the manpower, each soldier, each horse, each chariot, crafted by hand, a testament to Qin Shi Huang's power and paranoia. Walk the pits, archaeologists still at work, piecing together broken soldiers like a giant puzzle, a living, breathing excavation site. Rent a bike and ride the ancient city wall. POV biking on the wall, time-lapse from the wall. Look down into the old city. Look out to the modern city. Bell tower, drum tower, locals flying kites, locals practicing Tai Chi, interacting with history, making your own tracks. It's a workout with a view. Dive into the Muslim quarter, energetic food stall montage, air thick with smoke and spices, Rujiamo being made, Yangru Palmo, hearty lamb soup, hand-pulled noodles stretched into strands, tasting street food, amazed reaction, the Silk Road's influence, alive, the culinary soul of Xi'an. And that brings us to number 1, the grand finale, the place you simply cannot miss on a first trip to China. It has to be Beijing. the imperial heart, the political center, the city that has shaped China's identity for the last 800 years, a city of epic scale, monumental history. While other cities show you a piece of the story, Beijing gives you the whole dynastic saga. It feels important. It feels like the center of the universe. You can't talk about Beijing without the Great Wall, one of the wonders of the world. Pro tip: don't go to the closest, most crowded section. Avoid Badaling. Go to Mutianyu, or better yet, Jinshanling. Mutianyu, beautifully restored, less crowded. Cable car up, toboggan down. A fun, incredible experience. Jinshanling for raw authenticity. Partially restored, partially wild. Hike for hours along crumbling ramparts. Scramble up steep inclines. Watchtowers stretching in both directions. The wall like a sleeping dragon across the mountains. Standing alone on a watchtower, an unforgettable moment. Profound. Back in the city, the forbidden city. Not a modern city. The imperial palace, the home of emperors, forbidden to commoners for 500 years. Vast. You can spend a day and not see everything. Gate after gate, courtyard after courtyard, each designed to inspire awe and reinforce imperial power. The scale, the symmetry, the intricate details on roofs and doors. Get off the main central axis. Everyone walks straight through the center, duck into the side halls, explore the residential quarters of concubines. Find the quiet gardens. There you find the human stories. Hear the whispers of history in intimate spaces. Not just a monument, a home, a prison, a world unto itself. See Beijing at a human level. The hutongs, old traditional alley neighborhoods, and single-story courtyard homes. What Beijing looked like before skyscrapers. Rent a bike or wander on foot. Get lost in the maze. See locals living their lives, kids playing, old men playing chess. A disappearing community-oriented way of life. So there you have it, our top 5 places to kick off your adventure in the Middle Kingdom. From the ancient military might of Xi'an to the adorable pandas of Chengdu and the imperial grandeur of Beijing, China offers a world of discovery. We've gone from the chill vibes and spicy food of Sichuan to landscapes that look like paintings, to cities that feel like the future, and all the way back to the very beginning of the empire. It's a journey through time and space, and we've only just scratched the surface. But this is the start. This is the foundation for an incredible trip.